we're learning more about a Milwaukee man who drowned in the Monona River this weekend after falling overboard while fishing. Plus, Republican candidates running for governor make their case to voters in a televised debate why they say you should choose them. And the Madison Mallards holding a special event at tonight's game to raise awareness for those with autism. That's all coming up at 10. Well, with Wisconsin's primary election more than 2 weeks away, 3 Republican candidates looking to beat Governor Tony Evers got on stage for a televised debate at Marquette University. Former Lieutenant Governor Rebecca Clayfish focused on the state's income tax as a way to combat inflation and spend the state's $5.4 billion budget surplus. Construction executive Tim Michaels pushed universal school choice to address what he called the failing performance in Milwaukee public schools. And State Representative Tim Ranthon of Campbellsport said making adoption more accessible was key in the debate on abortion.
My goal is to eventually eliminate the income tax. That will require some sacrifices in government.
We're going to do that through the universal school choice. We're going to create more competition. And breaking up MPS, I'm willing to look at that, certainly. Anything that works. Right now, it is a complete disaster.
Adoption is the option. And we've got to trim back on the bureaucracy around that process, cut down the cost, and accelerate the time so that kids can get with families that want them.
Wisconsin's primary election is August 9th. The winner will then go on to face Governor Evers in the November election. And Governor Evers' campaign released a statement in response to the debate, saying, in part, it was clear tonight that every Republican running for governor is far too radical for our state. Everyone on stage would divide Wisconsin by tearing down our democracy, refusing to uphold basic rights, and take Wisconsin backwards on reproductive health care. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti has the latest.
Beautiful evening here on the patio. The humidity levels are down, skies have cleared out very nicely, and temperatures are pretty comfortable. Let's start out by taking a look at the time-lapse from the WISC Skycam. Lots of clouds this morning, but as we headed through the day, those clouds started to break up. We had more sunshine as we headed through the afternoon, and as we headed towards sunset, skies are almost completely clearing out. Any lingering showers up in far northern Wisconsin have since dissipated as the air has really dried out. High temperatures today, lower to middle 80s. Madison reached 83, Janesville 84. To the north, though, temperatures stayed in the upper 70s to around 80 degrees, and those temperatures have dropped now into the middle 60s. Here in Madison, still at 70 degrees, but notice Camp Douglas, they're already down to 59 degrees as the air dries out. Dew point temperatures yesterday were in the lower 70s. Now they're in the middle 50s in Madison, still around 60 down toward the Illinois state line, but those will continue to drop. That will allow the low temperature tonight to drop to about 56 here in Madison with partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow should be partly sunny and pleasantly mild with high temperatures around 77. We'll be in the low 80s for Tuesday and Wednesday, and upper 70s for the end of the week, but not much in the way of rain chances. I'll have more in the forecast in just a few minutes.
And the body of a Milwaukee man who went missing on Lake Monona has been found. Dane County Sheriff's deputies say they began searching for the 74-year-old yesterday after he fell overboard when his boat hit a swell and turned sharply. After the search was initially called off Saturday due to severe weather, dive teams resumed their efforts and located the man this afternoon. Tahlil Muhyiddin was there with his family as they waited to bring their loved one home. Tahlil?
Armand, family have identified that man as Willie Jean Colbert, a grandfather, veteran, and someone who was always willing to share what he had with others. Surrounded by loved ones,
the whole family is here.
Winfred Colbert made the trip from Milwaukee to Madison to bring his older brother, Willie, home.
My friend Houston Hooker, he told me, he said, don't drive. I'm coming to get you.
He says they've been close since childhood in Georgia, and that in more than 70 years, the only time they've really spent apart was when Willie served in Vietnam.
When he got out of the military and came to Milwaukee, he sent for me to come to Milwaukee, and we've been together ever since.
And today, Winfred wants to be there for his brother like always, watching and waiting, as search teams look for the 74-year-old man accidentally thrown overboard Saturday when fishing on Lake Mendota with friends.
To lose someone as unfortunate as we did, you know, it's hurt.
Willie's best friend was on board when it happened.
It was bam, instantaneously, not knowing, not seeing it coming.
Henry Jackson met the 74-year-old, best known as Chili Willie, nearly 50 years ago, working third shift at a Milwaukee brewing company.
I asked, who's this guy on my bench? He said his name is Willie. So I reached down and shook him. I said, hey, guy. He opened his eyes up at me, and they were blood red. I said, go back to sleep, young man.
He says they've been friends ever since, sharing a lifetime of moments together, including Willie's last.
I took as much pause as I could. They've done everything I could. Savior.
Willie's friends and family want him to know just how much he'll be missed.
I love you, buddy.
But they are finding some comfort.
He left doing something that he loved doing. And that's the good thing about it, the happy part about it, that he was out here fishing.
Willie's family members say they appreciate the condolences they've received from friends and will find a way to get through this. They also want to thank the dive team for their efforts.
Dahil, thank you. Meanwhile, Kenosha County deputies are investigating after a young teen drowned at a campground. Deputies arrived at Happy Acres Campground around 8:30 last night, where they met the teen's mother. She told them her 14-year-old son was last seen near a pond on the property earlier that evening. Deputies checked the pond and entire campground but could not find the teen. First responders resumed searching the lake this morning using sonar technology and eventually found the teen's body. Police and fire crews are investigating after a garage fire destroyed a home in Baraboo. First responders were sent to a home on the 600 block of Ash Street just after 5:20 this morning. They arrived to find flames spreading up the side of the two-story home next to a carport that was also on fire. A neighbor who saw the fire notified the homeowners, who were able to evacuate. No one was injured. Investigators say the home and carport are a total loss. Salvation Army is working with the homeowners. Meanwhile, a Madison family was forced to leave their home after their apartment caught on fire. It happened on the 400 block of Walbridge Avenue just before 7 last night. Firefighters were able to put out the fire, but the unit was badly damaged. No one was injured in the fire. 2 people are now displaced and are being helped by the Red Cross. It's unclear what caused the fire. And another apartment fire in Madison left 1 person displaced. Crews were sent to the 2300 block of Badger Parkway around 5:15 this morning. The building was evacuated and ventilated after hallways filled with smoke. The Red Cross is also helping the renter whose apartment was badly damaged in that fire. No injuries were reported. And tonight was Autism Awareness Night at the Madison Mallards game. This gave an opportunity for those of all abilities to be able to enjoy a summer staple in our area. Catherine Merck was at today's game and caught up with organizers about why this inclusive effort is so important.
When you think about going to a big outdoor stadium, there's some parts of America's pastime that can be difficult for people with autism. Loud music, cheering fans, and crowded spaces can be overwhelming. Camp Creatability wanted to make sure everybody can be taken out to the ball game.
Absolutely. I mean, baseball is America's favorite pastime, right? So we're just taking it a step further and really making it inclusive.
Camp Creatability is making sure everyone can have a home on the baseball field, no matter their ability. At Sunday's Mallards game, the nonprofit made sure those with autism had a space to be comfortable.
By lowering the music, having some sensory areas where kids can get away, take a break, use some fidgets if they need to, put on a set of headphones, you know, cuddle up in a hammock and just really enjoy themselves.
We have jerseys that the players are wearing, special jerseys for auctions. All the proceeds go back to Camp Creatability.
It's a message that the Mallards want everyone to know too.
So the biggest thing for us is inclusivity. So making sure that we have a game every year where people all feel included.
And just bring a nice inclusive atmosphere for a fun day for everyone.
Sunday's event is making the great feeling of going to the ballpark easier for everyone to catch on to.
There's also some good news to share for the Camp Creatability outside of just today's event. Earlier this month, we reported that Camp Creatability was burglarized. Someone took about $10,000 worth of equipment from the nonprofit. However, its founder said the community really stepped up and rallied behind them, and they were able to replace the items that were taken within about a week of that incident.
All right, and the family of the gunman accused in a mass shooting at an Indianapolis area mall is expressing their condolences to the victims' families. Police identified the gunman as 20-year-old Jonathan Douglas Sapperman. His family released a statement saying they can't offer an explanation and had no reason to believe he would commit these acts. Sapperman walked into the mall last Sunday with a long rifle and opened fire in the food court. A 22-year-old illegally armed bystander then shot and killed him. The shooting left 3 people dead and 2 injured. The U.S. and EU are condemning Russia for the attack on the Ukrainian port city of Odessa on Saturday. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said the attack cast serious doubt on Russian commitment to the grain deal signed just yesterday. President Zelensky further described the missile strikes as a, quote, blow to Russia's political positions. However, the Ukrainian military was quoted saying damage from the missiles was not significant. Preparations are continuing to restart grain exports from the Black Sea in order to ease global food shortages. And today marks 5 months since Russia invaded Ukraine, forcing millions to flee the country. Many have made their way to America. Now one Pennsylvania woman is helping them adapt. Nadia Pribusha grew up in Ukraine but moved to the U.S. about 10 years ago. She says she understands moving to a new country can be scary, especially if you don't speak the language. Even though Nadia came to the country under different circumstances, she wants to give refugees who are resettling the confidence she did not have. So she's teaching an English class through her church.
I decided that I have something what I can share with people. My English is not perfect, but anyway, I know a little more than them. Why don't I share?
Dozens of refugees have joined the class in person and via Zoom. Nadia says she's taught a class before, but it's something she enjoys doing that could make someone else's life better. All right, next at 10, as extreme heat and low humidity continues to fuel the Oak Fire in California, thousands of residents are forced to leave their homes. Plus, how parents can save some money as the back-to-school shopping season begins. Stay with us.
Don't miss A1 Furniture's warehouse clearance sale with savings up to 40% off, plus instant cashback and free financing. 2-piece living room sets from $7.99, sectionals $9.99, queen mattress just $2.99. Only at A1 Furniture and Mattress.
Discover intuitive technology at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event.
Out here, we know a thing or two about beef. Hy-Vee knows beef too. Only 6 out of 100 cattle are even good enough to bear the Hy-Vee brand. Only 6 out of 100. Quality like that is hard to find. So enjoy your Hy-Vee steak this weekend. You've earned it.
Precision is an excellent company. We had an idea of what we wanted, but we weren't sure how to put it together.
It's kind of one of those things that I personally take pride in, making sure that the people make the right decision.
We highly recommend Precision.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
And my economic plan is moving this country in a better direction.
What planet is he living on? Record gas prices, 40-year high inflation, costing families $5 grand more for their necessities. Sorry, Joe, that's the wrong direction. Here on planet Earth, Senator Johnson voted against Biden's massive deficit spending that sparked inflation, and he passed tax cuts to help Wisconsin families survive the economic turmoil caused by Democrats.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Fur, you won't faze me. Unlike Zyrtec, Allegra won't make me drowsy.
Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin. So take Allegra before allergy symptoms take over you. And for kids, try allergist recommended non-drowsy children's Allegra.
Back to school means big savings at A1 Furniture. Mattresses for $149, sofas $399, flip-flops $299, dressers $149. Up to 40% off store-wide plus instant cash back. The Back to School Savings Event, only at A1 Furniture.
Monday, a recreation area right here in the 608 turns 50 with a bang. How you can join the party and answer our question of the day for a chance to win Restaurant Week bucks.
Plus, when does the rain return to southern Wisconsin? That's Monday morning from 4:30 to 7.
watching News 3 Now at 10.
We're just a few weeks from the start of the school year, and for parents, that means back-to-school shopping and historic inflation and recession fears. Jen Sullivan shares some cost-saving tips.
Scissors you have and glue.
The back-to-school shopping season is underway, and parents are facing higher prices for just about everything on their list amid looming recession fears and inflation reaching a 41-year high.
That's food prices, that's rent, and that's back to school supplies. So everything's up a lot, and it's really biting into the purchasing power of the typical family.
Meanwhile, a new National Retail Federation survey found 1/3 of consumers say they're spending less in other areas so they can pay for items their children need for school. Financial expert Julie Alma-Taveras says it's good that parents are prioritizing items for school and has these 3 tips to save money. The first step is to make a budget and stick with it. Next, take it slow. Some parents make the mistake of buying too much before school starts, only to find out that their children don't actually need it.
Don't worry about having a back-to-school haul. Don't worry about spending hundreds of dollars on clothes and hundreds of dollars of school supplies. Have a good understanding of what the needs are going to be for that semester or for that year, and take it slowly.
Also, involve the kids. Taveras recommends giving them a set amount and letting them shop with you. That way, it's a money lesson for them, too, forcing them to prioritize what they really need.
Don't go too crazy with the stickers and the binders and all of those extra things, because a really important part of financial power and also teaching generational wealth is having these conversations.
For today's Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
And according to the National Retail Federation, families with children in elementary school and high school plan to spend an average of $864 on school items. That's about $15 more than last year. And right now, much of the U.S. is under dozens of heat warnings. High humidity mixed with sweltering temperatures pushing many heat indexes into the triple digits. The city of Boston reaching 100 degrees on Sunday, breaking a daily heat record set 89 years ago. The National Weather Service warning it may feel extremely oppressive. They say many people may feel like they may be able to tough out the heat, but it's extremely important to know the signs of heat illness, including dizziness and nausea. And Mariposa County in California is under a state of emergency as a massive, fast-moving wildfire burns out of control. The Oak Fire continues to grow overnight, threatening dozens of homes and forcing thousands to evacuate. The wildfire started Friday afternoon and has since burned more than 14,000 acres. Firefighters are attacking the flames from the air and the ground, but hot weather, low humidity, and extreme drought make the battle even harder.
This is the first time ever in my life being evacuated, so this is kind of different. You know, a lot of anxiety.
California has fought more than 4,400 wildfires already this year, and the Oak Fire is proving to be the toughest one yet. And in Texas, the blade of a wind turbine caught fire Friday after it was struck by lightning. A field engineer working nearby caught this footage of the wind turbine moments after that strike. You can see rings of smoke coming from each blade with each turn, and the fire intensifies, producing thick black smoke. No injuries were reported. That incident is under investigation. All right, let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Gary.
Well, our weather is pretty quiet after the storms we had last night, but we may see a heat wave here or nearby toward the end of next week. 3 things you need to know in the short term, actually looking pretty nice. Pleasant day tomorrow, high temperatures upper 70s, partly sunny skies. Tuesday and Wednesday, temperatures lower 80s, still comfortably warm for this time of year. The humidity not too bad. Maybe a couple of thunderstorms Tuesday night and Wednesday morning, although the very latest computer models just keep Tuesday night with a chance of showers and thunderstorms, and even a lower chance than we have in the forecast right now. And then dry weather expected from Thursday through next weekend, with a warming trend that will take our temperatures into the mid-80s by the middle of next week. Doppler track quiet across the upper Midwest tonight. Future track precipitation, this begins at midnight Thursday. This accounts for any showers and thunderstorms that occur tomorrow or Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning. And you can see if there are any, less than 1/4 inch of rain for the most part. Then dry weather expected for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. No additional rainfall here. there. And then as we head into early next week, the humidity comes up. There will be some chances for showers and thunderstorms, but the better chances for rain will be in the northern and southern parts of the Midwest. So we'll see little in the way of additional rainfall, and that trend is going to continue for a while longer. Notice temperatures. Upper 70s tomorrow, lower 80s. The average high temperature is around 82 degrees, but notice as we start getting beyond the weekend and into next week, those temperatures start ramping up from the upper 70s on Saturday to the middle 80s by Wednesday of next week. The 8 to 14-day temperature outlook from the Climate Prediction Center calling for above normal temperatures for much of the country, with the highest probabilities just out to the west of us. The monthly temperature outlook for August calls for above normal temperatures almost for the entire lower 48 states. And let's go into the seasonal outlook for August, September, and October. Again, above normal temperatures through pretty much the entire country. And take a look at precipitation over the next 3 months, August, September, and October. Below normal precipitation with the highest probabilities right over Wisconsin and, of course, over the drought areas out west. That's not a good sign there. Otherwise, today, high temperatures were in the triple digits to our south. We were much more comfortable with highs in the lower 80s. You can see the jet stream kind of in between now. It's dropped a little bit to the south. That's keeping the showers and thunderstorms from yesterday down to our south. And they'll stay away from us for a couple of days with just that slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm Tuesday night. Tomorrow, no rain at all. Partly sunny, pleasant, high temperature at 77 degrees. 7 to 10-day forecast, 81 on Tuesday, 81 on Wednesday. Just that thunderstorm chance on Tuesday night. And then take a look at the temperatures for the rest of next week. Very comfortable. Upper 70s to the lower 80s. Humidity levels low. Lots of sunshine in there. Then as we head into next week, notice those temperatures start to increase a little bit, a little more humidity, maybe a thunderstorm chance late Monday into Tuesday. But looking at some of just the very latest computer model forecasts that are starting to come in, we could be in the 90s by the end of next week.
There we go. Summer comes back. Bye.
You've got your warning now.
Thanks, Gary.
Okay.
And coming up, an absolute slugfest in Milwaukee this afternoon. Highlights and post-game reaction from the hero of today's game coming up in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Dear gas prices, Toyota's hybrid lineup says, go take a hike. Because we bring efficiency with power and savings with style. Think you can stand in our way? We got this. Toyota Hybrids.
Get 1.9% APR for 48 months on a new 2022 Toyota Corolla, Camry, RAV4, Highlander, or Tacoma. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Seems nowadays, wherever you call, everything's on back order. You can't get parts here, you can't get parts there, not here at Precision. We have thousands of parts, hundreds of doors to take care of your garage door problems right now.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Hypnotize your way to savings.
Breathing techniques to help you save.
Looking to make saving a habit?
Yeah, what's the secret?
No secret. Just open a savings account at BMO and we'll give you a cash reward for every month you save.
A cash reward?
Just for saving?
Mm-hmm. And when you open a checking account, we'll give you a $300 bonus to get your new savings habit started.
Love that.
What's your book?
How to get a $300 bonus and a monthly cash reward for saving with BMO.
He literally wrote the book on saving.
That's me on the cover.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect.
Mom, Abel's looking for you.
Oh, all right. As parents, we know that all Wisconsin kids should grow up in a healthy, safe world. As a women's health doctor, I know that access to abortion services is fundamental to personal and economic success. I'm going to fight for financial security so Wisconsin families can succeed and even dream. I'm Jillian Bettino, a mother, a doctor, a fighter, and I'm running for Wisconsin State Treasurer.
It's Make My Mondays at Hy-Vee. This Monday, get Hormel Black Label Bacon, only $2.99. Hy-Vee Bar Cheese, only 99 cents. And Hy-Vee cereal, 4 for only $5. Monday only. And save even more during Red, White, and Fuel. Right now, save up to $7.21 per gallon with your Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Plus Perks card. And visit HyVeeDeals.com for even more deals.
At USAA, we've been called too exclusive because we only serve those who honorably serve. All ranks, all branches, and their eligible family members. Yep, that is exclusive, and we're fine with that.
At American Family Field this afternoon, and luckily for the Brewers, they ended up on the side that scored more, giving them an extra bump in the NL Central standings. Now, in case you missed it earlier, here's what went down in Game 3 of this series. Brewers up by a run. Hunter Renfroe provides more insurance. That's his third straight game with a home run. But there's still plenty of game left, so the Rockies rally, they take the lead, then Tyrone Taylor answers the call, ties it up with a solo home run. Offense just keeps rolling. Now it's tied up at 8, and Andrew McCutchen sends it past the center fielder's head for the lead. The Brewers make it 3 straight wins.
I was just trying to get something to hit, and I was able to hit the ball hard and was able to get over the center fielder's head. So that was all around good win. I mean, from the top, they're leading it off, getting on base, and then going from there. So we just kept the line moving, and we were able to get a good win tonight.
Brewers are now 10 games over 500. The series finale is set for tomorrow at 7:10. Aaron Ashby is the probable starter. A large crowd filled with fans, family, and friends gathered in Cooperstown, New York this afternoon to watch the class of 2022 be inducted into the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. The 7 newest members include Red Sox legendary slugger David Ortiz, Jim Cott, Tony Oliva, Bud Fowler, Gil Hodges, Buck O'Neil, and Minnie Mignoso. Sky Carp and Timber Rattlers getting a double dose of baseball this afternoon. Beloit sweeps the doubleheader with a 5-2 win in Game 2. And at the Duck Pond, the Mallards trying to snap the 6-game skid, but they come up short in that series finale with the Rapid Rafters, 4-3 the final. On the track, NASCAR Cup Series competing at the Pocono Raceway. This one has an interesting result. Denny Hamlin is the initial winner, but afterwards he is disqualified because his car failed inspection. Runner-up Kyle Busch also disqualified, meaning Chase Elliott is named the winner. Final round of the Senior Open Championship. Jerry Kelly on the brink of first place, comes into the day just 1 shot off the lead, but nothing seems to be going right for the Madison native. It's a tough outing for him. He finishes tied for 20th. Darren Clark shoots for par on the entire front 9 and only cards 1 bogey this round. He goes on to win the Senior Open. The final round of the 3M Open airing right here on CBS this weekend. Scott Piercy, the front runner, coming into the day, but he slides down the leaderboard after a rocky back 9, 3 bogeys and a double. That's where Tony Finau dials up his play, drains 4 birdies. That helps him to a first place finish. Finau wins this year's 3M Open. So I know you're still kind of new to the area, and we were talking before we came into the sports block. What is something that you are most looking forward to about like the rest of the summer, or at least coming up this fall?
Yeah, I'm really hoping to go to a Badgers game at Camp Randall. I will say that stadium is huge. So
I remember exactly 1 year ago I was standing right here, and Brad had said the exact same thing to me, and the one thing you said was wait for jump around. So just wait.
Okay.
Just wait for jump around.
All right, enough said there, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, thank you so much, Jordan.
Don't miss A1 Furniture's warehouse clearance sale with savings up to 40% off, plus instant cashback and free financing. 2-piece living room sets from $7.99, sectionals $9.99, queen mattress just $2.99. Only at A1 Furniture and Mattress.
I've got some cheese curds that I'm willing to share. Then I want to ride that giant slide over there. So if you've got 11 days to spare, won't you come with me to the Wisconsin State Fair? Won't you come with me to the Wisconsin? Great state of Wisconsin State Fair.
There's something for everyone. Wisconsin State Fair, presented by U.S. Cellular, August 4th through the 14th.
Get up and go!
You heard the Jingle Man, Wisconsin. That means it's time to get a versatile, rugged, athletic SUV that makes you feel like you just won a title. Again. Honda was just crowned KBB.com's best value brand for the 7th year in a row. So get up and go to your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer today. Honda gets Wisconsin. Bring it home, Songbird.
Get up and go!
time for new energy-efficient replacement windows from Champion.
Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Don't sweat over high energy bills. Stay comfortable in your home all year long. Call or go online to book your free estimate at getchampionwindows.com.
Fur, you won't faze me. Unlike Zyrtec, Allegra won't make me drowsy.
Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin. So take Allegra before allergy symptoms take over you. And for kids, try allergist recommended non-drowsy children's Allegra.
As owner of Wisconsin's largest construction company, I have a blueprint, a plan for every project. So here's mine for Wisconsin. I'll stand up to the radical left and their socialist agenda. We'll back the blue and get tough on violent crime. Bad guys, they're not gonna like me. I'll crack down on election fraud and keep schools open 5 days a week, no matter what Fauci says. I'm Tim Michaels, and that's my plan. Now let's get to work.
Lash Sensational Sky High from Maybelline, New York. Limitless length plus volume. Flex brush. Over 10 million sold. And try Sky High Cosmic Black. Intense black pigments. Only from Maybelline, New York.
What do you do when it's time to get the crew back together? You book it. And then you wine it. And then you dine it. And then you hike it. Whatever your reason, book direct at choicehotels.com.
Back to school means big savings at A1 Furniture. Mattresses for $149, sofas $399, flip-flops $299, dressers $149. Up to 40% off store-wide plus instant cash back. The Back to School Savings Event, only at A1 Furniture.
Spotlighting 60 years of Madison's All-City Swim Meet, Monday at 6.
Welcome back. The Manoa Terrace celebrated a major milestone today. This year marks 25 years in the Madison community. The free event was held at the William Tay Evju Gardens at the Terrace. Several musical and dance performances entertained visitors throughout the night. People who stopped also got to enjoy a sweet treat, with organizers offering free ice cream and cupcakes. There you go. The night concluded with a spectacular drone light show over Lake Monona. The celebration was supposed to take place yesterday, but severe storms, of course, pushed the event to today.
Yeah, a wise decision to move it back today.
Yes.
Much nicer day today, much more comfortable, and it looks like the weather's going to stay pretty nice. Look at this, St. Louis with the drones. What can you do? There's the live view from the Edgewater Skycam. Temperatures right now very comfortable, 70 in Madison, most areas away from Dane County in the upper 60s. Dew points, though, in the mid-50s, so the air continues to dry out. Look for a low tonight of about 56, high tomorrow 77. Temperatures are very comfortable for about the next 10 days, although it will be warmer toward the end of next week.
Thanks so much, everyone. Have a good night.